The situation with food is that these food items have a different kcal value, and the higher the kcal value, the longer somebody will remain fed. All right, welcome back to another episode of Forest Village with your host Midnight, and we just started this off. We got everything up and running. Let's look at what we have here. 1,600 food. We have 250-ish firewood. And we have no logs, though. That's a little disturbing. How about... We have one laborer. We have 3 fishermen, 1 hunter. We took the gatherers off. We took the farmers off. We have only 1 lumberjack cutting wood, except he's eating up all the wood. And then what happened to my... Is that a forester? No, 1 forester. Okay, there's my whole group. So, tough. Let's let the village run a little bit. I mainly have everybody on fishing because there's no reason. Well, let's take 1 off of fishing. Let's keep 2 laborers around to gather some stuff. Maybe they can help with that. That should get some things back up and running. I'm hoping that's the case. We're gonna play a little bit more aggressively this time around. We kind of know the scenario, right? I mean, as long as you stay on top of the food situation, you should be okay. I don't know the exact numbers for food. That's one of the big problems here. But I do know a little bit more intelligent layout for items. Like, so the things I learned last time was it's kind of smart if you have your what was I thinking? Have your like your baker, your mill, your flour mill, and your storage in a house, kind of in a field, all put together. So you can get the grain, you can get the grain turned into flour, and if you put a fisherman over there, you're in even better shape because you can do the fish pie. So I mean, there's some grouping here that I've kind of learned from the last one, and we'll see how it goes. You know, it's the game is very, very interesting. I like how there's the challenge to this game. And I can't wait until people start modding this game, because it's going to be really incredible when you have the modding community get involved on... Where's my road? There's my road. When you have the modding community get involved and they start really changing this game, you're going to have something that's pretty fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and put a road in there. Of course, everybody moves faster when they're on a road. Probably need 1 builder building it. I did put down the school, though I don't have any stone. I don't really know where everybody is gathering right now, so I'm a little concerned as to who is working where. I can probably, since I have enough fish right now, I could probably take this 1 fisherman off, and hopefully he'll turn around and start gathering. I did have a lot of stuff set to gather. I thought I did, at any rate. So let's go back and let's reset stuff to gather. I'm just going to collect all the resources in 1 specific area, which will give me a ton of resources. And let's go ahead and do that. And have these guys just like rip through this stuff. Because I need this area as well. I don't mind clear cutting it, because I want to use it for other things. What's the radius on this? Okay, so I can even clear these out, which would be good. So once this road gets down, let's just start helping people go from the forestry at the very least. And we'll keep an eye on these things. They don't go fast, you know. We're running at 10x, but the city is not going to be built overnight. There's just no way. It just doesn't work that way. So they'll work as hard as they can, but, you know, I've only got so many people, and that's the name of the game, is the number of people that you have. How many people do you have? How many people can do this, that, and the other thing? I guess what I'm going through right now is I'm going through the bread. So for those of you who haven't played, the game is The situation with food is that these food items have a different kcal value, and the higher the kcal value, the longer somebody will remain fed. So the main items you really want is you want to start looking at some of these pies, right? Vegetable pie, meat pie, and the fruit pie, which tends to be the highest. I thought that's kind of interesting. And the fish pie. And the bread and the vegetables, they don't really have a high kcal value. So as people start eating those, they're going to have to start eating a lot to stay fed. So you want to diversify your food. All right, I have another person that has grown up and is ready to work. I've made the mistake earlier in trying to... I am going to build this hospice, though. In trying to... Sorry, let me get this down first. In trying to upgrade houses when I'm not ready to do that. That has hurt. This is really expensive. 600 wood is frig. And clay, you can only get clay. Well, is that true? Let's see if that's true or not. Let's see. Yeah, you can only get clay by digging it up. We're going to have to put in a clay pit. Unfortunately, that's the only way that I'm going to be able to get this clay. I thought I read that somewhere. Lumberjack, stone quarry, ore, and clay. And clay, I've got a huge, nice, huge clay area right here. I mean, I don't like the fact that it's sitting right in the middle of my town. We're coming in early spring. Hold on, I just paused it. Let's see if I can find one slightly off. Kilter of town. I mean, this would be okay. I like how they changed the map up there. I think that's new. I'm not too sure if that is or not. But I like how they changed that. You know, I want to use this area. I may not use this area. I mean, this might be the best area for clay to begin with. Let's see, 5. That 556 looks really good. All right, let's put that there. This is going to be a trick to build as well. I think I could probably pause this since that's going to take a bunch of clay and I have 0 clay. How about this? This has all the clay right here. So let's focus on this is going to be something that will get built. Let's see. Early spring, we're not really at the point where the farmers are going to come back. We haven't had the melt off yet. But let's put those farmers back on there. I don't want to lose an inch of farming time. So whatever they can do to farm, so be it. Farm away. We have 4 children. We have 1 teenager that's really not doing anything, and we have 9 adults. We're kind of doing okay right now. We only ate, I think it was 100-ish food out of the vegetables. I don't remember what we ate for fish or not, if we stayed on top of the fish during the winter or if we suffered a little bit, but I don't remember. The gatherer can go back to work as well, but I kind of want to keep the laborers. I can put the gatherer back to work, and that's something I might do. He's not quite ready yet. So we're still running 10x early spring. Maybe early spring I went a little bit too soon. People are using up firewood like crazy, and I don't have enough people to start clear cutting this stuff. They're totally... You totally need to start clear cutting stuff. But otherwise my firewood is going way down. Way down. And the wood for the hostel... Well, we seem to have everything for that. We're starting to get wood in for this as well. Well, there's nothing we can do. We need the clay mine. We have to build the clay mine. So the more people that are available to chop stuff down, the better. He's not ready to build, so let's make him a laborer. And these guys can move stuff over. I mean, the main thing I'm waiting for here is for stone. And I only need 7 stone. I need some hay, too. How about, you know what? How about I cancel the clearing? How do we do that? Let's cancel the clearing in this area. There's a huge area to cancel. Let's cancel all this clearing. Yeah, if I have anything that needed to be cleared, let's just cancel that out. And let's focus on what I need. I need hay, so let's look for hay. Only got a little bit of hay here and a little bit of the hay there. Let's have them go get that hay first, and then we'll have them work on trees next. Trees, we just need trees because we need trees. Trees are trees are trees are trees. All right, we got another person that grew up. That's perfect. Man, I am running low. I am like super running low on wood. This is no joke. Because I am going to run out of firewood. And that's going to be really bad. People are going to freeze. So I'm hoping that we start getting some firewood in soon. What are we waiting for on this? Yeah, just a handful of hay. That's it. And once we get that hay in there, then we'll be up and running. A building is on fire. I don't know what building was on fire, but hopefully they put it out. Let's see, 1,300 for vegetables. We're looking at 500 and stuff for fish and 3 something for bread. We're still kind of doing okay. Is this totally filled up? Almost. They've almost got all the hay for that. I got 100 firewood. Ooh, that is cutting it close. 100 firewood. Still waiting for hay. I'm about to bail on the hay. Only because I've got to get this. I've got to get logs in. You know, it says food is running low, and I'm not too sure what the food indicator is, how they justify that food is running low or not. That, to me, I always thought was a little bit glitchy, even in the last season that I played. The last series, if you guys watched it. I always thought that was a little, didn't quite seem right to me. I wanted to put down that boarding house because I want to remove these 3 small little shacks and I want to put in regular houses. Regular houses give you a higher chance of pregnancy and more population. Allows you to have more population in there. Okay, let's see what everybody's doing. If people are still collecting hay, what is this at? Man, it is so close. It's not funny. Let's try to cancel anything that we have left. We still have, we're not harvesting way over there, are we? That would be ridiculous to do that. Yeah, let's get rid of all this harvesting. I don't remember setting it up way over there. If that was the case, that was really bad. Alright, let's focus on some trees for a little bit. We need to get rid of some of the trees in here. You guys get this wood. It's the most important thing to do right now. Get this wood in so that we can get the firewood up because winter is coming. And then we'll go back and we'll look for some hay. And I don't think we need much. We need, yeah, maybe 20-ish. Good. How much do we get all this lumber? Almost have all this lumber in place too. Is there any hay over here? We got 3 hay. We can pick those up. See if there's any hay. We got 12. Good. And another 3. And a 30 from that little bit. So that's good. We'll just keep the radius small. Well, I think it was a little too aggressive with the radius. So as long as we have excess logs, good. That's ready to go. Let's get that started. Somebody start building that. And we'll get this hay going. And the builder will start building that as well. Then we'll start working on this behemoth. This is going to be big. It's a lot of stuff. But I think once I have that clay in, I think I should be okay. It should be a lot better off than once this clay mine is in, then I could just start getting clay as I need it. And the hay, we can actually do hay ourselves. We don't have to worry about going and looking for it. We can grow grass and that grass becomes hay, which is perfect. We can also queue up, might as well queue it up right now. We can also queue up the, I think it's this one, yes. We can also queue up the kiln. And let's cancel that building, or not cancel it, just pause it. And we can queue up the furnace. These are small little buildings that the blacksmith needs. And let's get the blacksmith. He's a little bit bigger, so I was hoping I could stick him right there, but don't think so. I could try my luck here. Let's try my. I've always been horrible at this. There's a terraforming tool that says flatten to height, and so the height that I want to flatten to is right here, and what I want to flatten is this whole area right there, and that might be big enough. So we can see what happens with that. Builders will come, or workers will come. They'll raise that up a little bit, and we should be able to put the blacksmith in there. How are we doing here? Perfect. We have everything for the school. So the school, we're starting to work on the school. This clay mine is ready to go. So let's put somebody into the mine and start getting some clay. It's something that we absolutely need to do. Our farm is starting to harvest. Our fish are still looking pretty decent. Our firewood is starting to come up. We've got the school being built. Let's harvest other stuff. Let's go ahead and just clear cut a whole area as much as we can. Let's let the autosave finish. Let's clear cut that little area right there. And then we can also come back here and clear cut this little area too. Anything that you find in there, go ahead and grab that as well. Good. The school, we're gonna have to put a teacher in there. Gonna have to have one teacher. So we need some houses. We need to put some other houses down. Once this gets built, we'll start focusing on some houses. Just keep paying attention to our food situation. I think we should be okay. As long as we get enough clay in for that house. It's the wood that's going to take the longest. Let's unpause that. Get that up and running. And have people start delivering there so that I can get that. So once that comes in, I can tear down these houses or these little shacks, these tiny these shacks. And I put in a regular house, and that'll help my population. But I just gotta, as I put in houses, I've gotta make sure that I put in farms. Because I'm gonna start getting babies, and the babies need some food, and we need to be ready for it. Need to be ready for it. These guys are still harvesting, which is great. We're looking at 2,200 food right now, which is fantastic. Happy about that. I'm really thrilled about their new graphics. I think their graphics are great now. Love this little like laundry floating here. Though that doesn't look that great. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but that's not dyed very well. Let's go ahead and grab a screenshot. And I got a bear in town. Gotta love it. Okay, I grabbed a couple. Grabbed a couple screenshots. Yeah, these guys are done. Almost. 100% done. You almost done? Almost done. They just need to finish up harvesting. 2,400? 2,400 isn't bad. With 500 fish. We got some little bit of bread left. We didn't put a gatherer down, so we don't really have that many fruits. We need to... I think next season we need to do that. Okay, that's at 0. These guys are still harvesting this. Come on, bud. Get your harvest in. You're doing on space. It's okay. Tools, don't have to worry about tools for right now. Yeah, all my resources went in here. We came very close on iron. What is going to kill me is the wood. It is absolutely going to kill me. Okay, these guys totally done? Yes, they're at 0. Let's take the farmers off. And let's let it go. Take these 4 guys. We could take that builder off right now too. Have these 5 guys just keep hammering it out, man. Go. Get everything. The trees will grow back, so I'm not worried about the trees coming back. The trees will come back just fine. It's the stone and the iron, just that's a resource that does not come back. And of course, I don't understand any of the building games that wind up forcing you to take it to the warehouse only to remove it from the warehouse and have it delivered. I honestly think that these building games should figure it out. If something needs to be built, then that's where it needs to be delivered. Okay, we leveled this out. This looks good. I think I should be able to get my blacksmith in here just fine, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And it looks nice and level. I like it. Looks pretty good. Let's go queue up the blacksmith. Not gonna need him right now, but I will need him soon. And so I can put him in here. I should be able to, yeah, like right in here. Or can I get him in there? No, that's in the way of the other buildings. And he won't fit in there, but he will fit right over here. Okay, that's a nice little grouping. How are we doing on this? Still coming up. It is still coming up. This is a huge undertaking. This hostel. The reason for the hostel is if you rip down these houses and you don't have somewhere for them to go, the problem is that they wind up either starving or the freezing. And which I thought was very interesting because when I played the last series, I pulled down, and they do it quickly. They freeze and starve quickly. I pulled down a house, and even though there's a warehouse over here that they can easily pick up food, they decided not to pick up food and just die. And the first time I did it, that was the second time. The first time I did it, I tried to remove the house in winter, because I'm thinking from the mindset of like Banished. Banished gives you enough time to be able to, you know, rebuild the house, even if it's in winter. But no, sure enough, they froze, and they froze fast. There's like nothing you can do with it. They just absolutely froze. Okay, blacksmith shop. Oh, we need to... Yeah, that's paused, right? Oh, we need to pause this. Pause. We don't want you to deliver anything there yet. You guys just keep working away on this incredible endeavor, which is this hostel. We have all the iron. We're still kind of missing stone and wood and everything else. Let's make sure I start gathering. Do my next round of gathering, and this is good. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Can't go too far, but just far enough to be able to harvest some stuff. Hay is going to be the problem. I don't think that I'm going to have 140 hay out of that. I might want to put a guy down just to do hay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a farm. And then I can convert it over to something else later. What's the size of this farm? It is, 18 by 9? No. It's 19 by 9. So let's see. Let's do another 19 by 9. Like, can't do it here, can we? No. How about we do one over here? Do 19 by 9. Can we get lucky? Oh, absolutely. We can do another 19 by 9 right there. We'll do those two farms. We'll make sure that we have these farms done. We want these to go. These guys are almost done with wood, too. It's going to be the other items that are going to be a pain in the kabuki. They're done with clay, so let's free up the clay guy. We don't need him anymore. Let's have him go do something else. Especially before he gets killed off. Let's have him build. Yep, we'll have him build these farms. And we have enough people to be farmers, so we can do 2 more farms. Which is great. So we can put the hay down in one, we'll put down grain in another, and we should be okay. And then the following spring, we can put down vegetables again. Oh, man, I can't believe my time is already up. Excuse me. Shoot. All right, guys. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Forest Village. Put a like if you like the series, leave comments in the comment section below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really appreciate all your support. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you like the video, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay on top of all of our latest video releases. I release content almost every day. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.